What's your prediction for gold? Are you optimistic about it?
I think that's the only thing that's going to be remaining after this, global currency reset takes effect. I think that everything's going to collapse. The fiat dollars, it's going to collapse.
Even crypto?
Well, there's a few things that are still backed up. That is part of a digital currency, that is XRP and XLM.
Yeah.
So, XLM, XRP are here to stay because it's going to be supported by what is known as the quantum financial system.
Mm.
And the quantum financial system was actually a gift given to us by these positive galactic beings that's supposed to, completely dismantle the central banking systems, the International Monetary Fund, and of course, the entire cabal-run, you could say, governments.
Yeah. I wonder what currency other advanced planets use.
Quantum financial system. It's the same currency used by many worlds out there that are part of a type 1 interplanetary and stellar civilization.
Mm.
Yeah, which is a decentralized form of making sure that there is no elites, that not one family or a group of people are hoarding,
Really?
the wealth. Yeah.
So what does that look like if you go to the grocery store and you want to buy stuff?
It looks like you could buy whatever you want because, poverty is only existing here on our planet, due to the fact that our world has been indirectly run by these negative aliens through the Illuminati families. But other worlds that don't have this issue, where they don't have these secret societies controlling everything from behind the scenes, they all live in abundance.
Wow.
Yeah, there is no strife. There is no homelessness. There is no hunger. All beings are being provided for in these other worlds of a type 1 civilization and type 2. Once you go into a type 3, there is no system, there is no cash, or what we call an economy. At that point, how that works is people are using replicators to manifest whatever, to create whatever they want.
Mm. Has that ever happened on Earth before when we were living like that?
Absolutely. During the times of Atlantis, we had all of this technology. Yeah. The Atlanteans were actually about 1,000 years ahead of our civilization before they were infiltrated by the Anunnaki.
Let's talk about the Anunnaki.
Absolutely. So, there's a lot of misunderstanding regarding the Anunnaki. A lot of people think that they were our genetic progenitors, right, as revealed through the Zachariah Sitchin books, which were directly translated from the ancient Sumerian records. But those records were actually inverted, my friend. Yes, we were genetically modified, but there was an already existing race here, and they were the original Atlanteans. And those are the original ancestors of humans. We don't come from monkeys or chimpanzees or ape. That is the biggest lie that the cabal has been pushing.
Evolution.
Evolution, yeah, in order to, control us by default of assuming that we are a bunch of animals that need to be controlled. It's the other way around. Humans are actually descending from higher dimensions. And the original humans, this might sound controversial, but the original humans were actually created here on this planet 560 million years ago.
Wow.
When this planet was still operating in a higher dimension. See, even this planet is in a fallen state. This planet used to be in a 5th dimensional level of reality before it dropped into the 3D due to the Anunnaki intervention.
Dang.
So the original Anunnaki evolved from a planet that was revolving around the Sirius B star system. And they were actually created as guardians. The original Anunnaki were good. They were known as the Anuhasi. However, throughout the history of the Anunnaki, there were many attempts by the draconian reptilians, who are the bad ETs, that infiltrated the Nibirian Council because they come from planet Nibiru. Planet Nibiru is the Battlestar planet in which the Anunnaki have been using to pretty much monitor and protect the 200,000 civilizations that were part of the Galactic Federation of Worlds. And so there were many attempts by the negative ETs to pretty much corrupt the original guardian blood. And so that gave us two factions of the Anunnaki. That gave us what is known as the Syrian Pleiadian Anunnaki, which were the guardians, which were the good, positive ETs. And in many cases, a lot of the holy books call them the angels. And then you have the negative Anunnaki, and those are the Anunnaki that were part human and part reptilian. And that's very similar to Star Wars, right? The Sith Lord. The Sith Lords are the reptilians or the draconians. The Jedi came from Sirius, right? Well, the big blue star, right? They call it the dog star, Sirius B. That is represented by the color blue, which is what gives the Jedi its power when they use the Force. However, on the other hand, you have the draconians, that are represented by animosity, rage, and hunger for power, which is characterized by the color red. So a lot of the stuff that we watch in these movies are actually documentaries. They're literal documentaries, Sean, of the truth of the history of our galaxy.
Crazy, right? That's probably why it resonates with people so much, because they almost feel like they've experienced it or are about to experience it, right?
Absolutely. Especially those people that are awakened, that could actually resonate with that and be like, hey, wait a minute. There is more truth to this than what I've been taught in school or through religion. And so one of the things that the Anunnaki did when they first arrived to the earth, as you know, as the story goes, they came for the gold, right? Because their planet Nibiru had a leak in their atmosphere and they needed the gold to pretty much put a patch on so that the inhabitants could stop, I guess they were dying off, their lifespan was decreasing, I'm sorry. And so they came not only for the gold, but they also came to control the earth, to infiltrate the earth from within through the negative branch. And that's what gave us Enki.
Wherever you guys are watching this show, I would truly appreciate it if you follow or subscribe. It helps a lot with the algorithm. It helps us get bigger and better guests, and it helps us grow the team. Truly means a lot. Thank you guys for supporting. And here's the episode.